Hello friends, welcome to TechEJ YouTube channel. Friends, in today's video, we are going to see how we can easily increase our ASM disk group size. Mainly here we will focus on to increase the data disk group size. It means where our actual database file will be stored. Okay, so let's suppose there is a scenario in your business environment, like your database size is increasing day by day, and at the point you decided to increase your data disk group size. Okay, so here I will show how we can increase that ASM data disk group size without any impact on our database or without any downtime requirement. Okay, but it's better to take or schedule operational time, okay, operational window for that, so that everyone is aware from that this activity is going to happen, but this activity will be completely happen in online manner. Okay, so there is no need of actual downtime. Okay, but you can better to schedule a maintenance window for that. Okay, so I will go through a quick presentation so that you got an idea how what we are going to do. Okay, so just here we will increase the ASM disk group size, mainly focus on data to grow the database size. Okay, so this is our main agenda. Okay, so here and our objective will be to safe online method to increase the ASM disk group capacity and explain the storage preparedness and some basic command and to validate and monitor is our data group size is actually increased or not. Okay. And also I will provide a rollback and troubleshooting guidance if you got stuck somewhere. Okay. It's better to schedule a maintenance window and notify to stakeholders. Take full database backup, RMAN, like you have to take RMAN backup and export by using XPDP backup. Okay, RMAN and logical both backup are required and better to take the full backup. Okay, okay, ensure SAN, LUNs or device are visible on your RAC nodes. So it's you have to first ensure that SAN or LUN devices are visible on all RAC nodes. Otherwise, you are how your data disk increase activity will fail. Okay, so it's better to verify that. But in here, our environment, like hot plugin of any storage is not supported because I am using the VirtualBox. So here we will also see how without how we can safely increase the size, although your VM is not supporting the hot plugin of any storage device or LUN. Okay, so in my case, I am using Oracle VirtualBox. Oracle VirtualBox is currently not supporting the hot plugin of any storage device or storage LUN. So here we will perform the activity, our activity in rolling manner, like first on rack node 1 and then after on rack node 2. When our SAN or our LUN are visible on both, like here we have already, if you watched my earlier video, then we have set up the udev rule. Okay, for that. Okay, so after that we will you can just log in by grid user. Okay, and use the smca command. Okay, sm configuration assistant tool for UI installation or anything. Okay, so if you don't about know the concept of this group, then this group is simply collection of sm disks that provide the storage to database. Okay, and that redundancy could be external, normal or high. In your case, if you are using the uh, like uh, in production environment, then redundancy should be high, set to be high. In my case, it's set to be external. Okay, so after that, after when we increase the disk, there will be rebalance operation will be performed, that will be automatically performed. We don't have to interfere with that. Okay, so these operation are online and non-disruptive but input output heavy during rebalance. Okay, because that will transfer the extent uh, this extent so that it can maintain the high availability. Okay. So this is the basic idea of this. Okay. So if you are using multipath, like if you are using the bare metal OS for your rack, so then there should be devices should become from SAN storage, and there will be multipathing must be enabled there. Okay, so you have to write your udev, you have to update your udev rule accordingly. Okay, here I will show as per my current environment, but command can slightly change. You can just update accordingly. Okay. So here there are some demo command is there, but this is the overall concept. Okay, to monitor, and then after we will monitor the rebalance and validate if everything is our operation is successfully performed or not. Okay, so that is the overall idea. Let's continue with our practical video. Okay, so here as I already shown in last video in which I showed how you can install the Oracle RAC grid infrastructure from scratch. Okay, so here I have two RAC node 1, RAC node 2. Okay, that are running fine. Okay, so here in my case, hot plugin is not supported. I will show go into the setting of RAC node 1. Okay, I want to add the storage here, but here you can see the plus option is not enabled. Okay, because why that here in Oracle VirtualBox, hot plugin of storage devices is not supported. Okay, but in your case, in your production environment, it could be supported because that will be enterprise. Like if you are using VMware or simply bare metal hardware, then there always there is an option of hot plugin of storage. Okay, so but in my case, it's not available. But I will show how I can increase because we are using the rack grid infrastructure, so that is the we will utilize that feature. Okay, to increase the our data disk group size without any impact of that. Okay, so one of the feature of our grid is we can run this all database on single node also. Okay, so I will show you how we can stop this RAG node 1, but it will not affect our database or our end user. Okay, it means it will not affect to our end users anyhow. Okay, but in some cases you have to take care about the active sessions. Okay, so if you are performing this activity in your production, then it's always a best practice first to transfer all the active session from your rack node 1 to rack node 2 if you are going to shut down the rack node 1. Okay, so that should be considered, always considered. Okay, so let minimize it, and I will go here. I will safely shut down my, let me show here, currently it's working here. So let me show you which user I am currently logged in. So users, okay. So that is the OPSA user. Okay, currently I am using our database is live. Okay, okay. So here our database is live. Let me show select. Now that is a table name basically available in Oracle Financial Services application. Okay. So here it's listing. It means our database is working fine right now. Just we will go on our rack node 1. So that is my rack node 1. Okay, I will switch to Oracle user to stop the. First of all, if in your production environment, you have to switch over your sessions. Okay, always remember that. Okay, otherwise some user can face the disconnectivity. Okay, your database will be not down, but your active session will be closed. Okay, during this operation. Okay, so what we will do, First of all, we will stop the instances on rack node 1. Okay, so for that, I will use the ctl. So instance. Let me show the first of all the status of that. Status of listener. Okay, so our listener are currently running on rack node 1, rack node 2, both node. Okay, but currently I will stop the instances on first node, so it will automatically stop the listener on rack node 1. Okay, you don't have to manually stop the listener on rack node 1, just we will stop the instances. Instance. Okay, so just we will stop that. Okay, now let me check the listener status. Okay, still listener is running on both node, but we don't need to stop that, but just we have stopped the instances. Okay, so let me check the status of instances. We can similarly stop the listener also, but it okay, what is saying? Okay, it's saying if for checking the status, you must specify the DB option. Okay. Okay, fine. Let me stop the. We don't need to verify that, but we can do that. Just I will do one more thing. Service GTL status. Okay, what? Yes, we will stop the ASM. Okay, we will also stop the ASM instances here. Okay, so just we stop the ASM instances here. Let's try to connect from here. So it will show the connected to an idle instance. This means our instance is currently in shutdown state. Okay, so just here exit from here. So here our instance is shutdown, ASM is also in shutdown. So just we will go into root to stop this CRS services. Okay, on this rack node 1. For that purpose, we require the root privileges. Okay, sorry guys, I just forget. Okay, so here just go into the your grid installation directory. Okay, side bin, just run the crsctl, check crs first. Okay, so all services is running on rack node 1. Okay, so right now what we will do, just we will stop the crs here. So ctl stop crs. Okay, sorry, crs ctl. It was should be crs ctl. Okay, so if you are engineer, then it's these all mistakes are the part of our role. Like sometime error, syntax error, this error, invalid command. These all are the parts. Okay, so just we I am shutting down. Okay, so now if we check the CRS, check CRS, so it's saying could not contact Oracle High Availability Services. It means Oracle High Availability Services are down on RAC node 1. Let me check if there is any effect on our database or not. Okay, so let me, so this is the here. Let me check. Yes, it's working. Let me check my previous query also. Okay. So whether it's working, yes, it's working. It means our we have shut down the Oracle instance there. We have shut down the CRS services there. Okay, on rack node 1. But still our these services are working fine. Let me shut down that from here. Okay, to add the disk. Just let me power up that. Okay, so right now you can see that our new rack node 1 is in shutdown state, but still our database is up and running fine. Okay, let me execute this. Okay, so it's working fine and there is no impact on any latency there. Okay, so our database is currently working perfectly. Okay, working fine, you can see. So I will just go here in tools. Let me add a device hard disk here. Serial hard disk, serial, or you can just come here. First of all, where that is option. Okay, create here. Size will be, in my case, just I want to increase the 20 GB to demonstrate this. Okay, relocate, and it's supported in virtual hard disk only. So just finish. New rack node 1 to VDI. We have to also change the name also, because next time good naming is not the option, it's a requirement. Okay, so I need to change the name of this VDI. Okay, it's creating a medium for me. Okay, it's created new virtual disk VHD, virtual disk VHD, but 3 GB, 20 GB. Okay, but I want to remove that because I require the good naming. Okay, so just one more time I will go here, and here I will give the shared disk, shared data disk, shared data disk. This will the fourth disk, so I will write here fourth, and here I will choose VDI, relocate, size will be 20 GB. So that is the must requirement. Okay, because next time when you will forget the name, then how you are able to recognize that? Okay, so wait for a few moments. So in your case, you have to just raise a request. You can raise a service request, or that you can simply drop a mail to your storage team. Please assign this much of storage to this host. Okay. After that, they will assign the storage, and you will simply able to scan from your OS, and you will get the disk there. Okay. So that is the additional step that I am performing as a storage thing. Okay, so I mark this variable disk virtual disk share disk for. Okay, just click on apply, go here and go into the settings. This here, click on plus icon, click on hard disk. Okay, so here new virtual disk shared data disk 4 is here. Just click on choose, click on OK. Okay, so turn on this new rack node 1 and our ASM services, our instance will come automatically up because we have set up the rack environment. That's why. Okay, so wait and we will check it. Okay, check here is everything is fine or not. Once more, yes, it's working. Okay, you can simply see that our queries are working fine. Okay, so here let's our first node to become up, then we will make second node down. This is also known as rolling operation. Okay, so that in that case, like you may be aware from rolling update. So what does mean by rolling update? So we will perform our update activity on certain listed nodes, like two nodes once a time, one node at a time. Okay, not all on node. Okay, also that means like we will perform first in lower environment, like in development test, and then uh, we will deploy that will be in DR and then in DC. Okay, that is the complete cycle. Okay, upgrade cycle, you can say update cycle. Okay, any changes we will, for making any changes in production environment, we generally follow the rolling upgrade or rolling update procedure. Okay, so let me check from here, is our rack node once it's coming up or not. Okay, it's here. Okay, so let me Oracle from Oracle user to check everything is fine or not. Service detail. Okay, status listeners. Sorry, where is the mistake? What is saying? Put. Okay, it's showing some errors. Okay, Oracle product client one business service detail line 259 scratch app user product 1900 client from one. No such file or directory to look up CRS user type or a listener type. Okay, so it's there some issue. Let me check if all file systems are fine or not. Okay, it's showing is fine. Let me go to it. Okay, sorry. Okay, I logged in on wrong node. That's why. That is the UOMLBF system. That is my application server. Okay. Okay. So let me log in into my database. Okay, what is the name of that? Okay, that is the my database IP. Okay, so here I am in my track node 1. Okay, first thing first, just click on SQL. Okay, so it's currently connecting to an idle instance. Okay, so okay, let me check the other services. What is the? It means our database instance is currently not in up state on rack node 1, but ideally it should come automatically. Okay, it should come up automatically. Okay, so we have to wait for some few more moments. Let me that period. Let me check the other services status. Okay, we can check the so CRS detail. Check CRS. Okay, so it's saying our Oracle High Availability Services is online and all services are online on our track node 1. Okay, so we don't have to worry about anything. Our all services come automatically up here. Okay, so let me switch to my Oracle user. Okay, we check the listener status. CTL status listeners. Okay, so it's saying listener is running on both node. Let me check the old instance is come up or not. Okay, still it's in idle instance. Okay, so it maybe it takes some time to come up. Okay, but it's come automatically up. Okay, but here if it's not coming, we want to give the immediate command. Sorry, not shutdown, start. So you can give the command startup here. Okay, to immediately start the instance. Okay, so wait for a few moments. Okay, let me go till that time. We'll check once more. Check here everything working fine or not. Yes, everything is working fine. Okay, it's starting our Oracle instances. So just I will also log in on track node 2. Sorry. Okay, so it's right now in open state. Okay. Okay, so I can share. Let me try to run some queries here. Select. Let me check the okay, so right now our data is working fine. Okay, okay, so here it's working fine on rack node 1. Let me try to log in on rack node 2 to make it shut down properly. So we are performing this like safe. Okay, sorry, it's wrong IP address. It's wrong, it's wrong. Okay. So here let me try to log in on rack node 2. Okay, so here I am on rack node 2. Let me stop the all the services first of all. So I will stop the instance on rack node 2. Okay, stop instance on rack node 2. Okay, so why it's taking much of time in our case? Because we are trying to add disk in our cold plugin environment. If you have hot plugin environment of storage, like your VM support hot plugin, in most of the enterprise environment, hot plugin is already supported. Okay, so you don't have to take this any step. Okay, you can simply skip that. Okay, but in my environment, hot plugin is not supported. Okay, cold plugin only cold plugin is supported. It means I can add or attach any storage device only when our VM is in shutdown state. Okay, that's why I am performing this rolling operation here. Okay, so one more thing I will do that I will stop the SM instances here. Okay, stop SM. Okay, what is saying? You know, when used by cluster ready, same thing cannot be stored. Okay, so okay, some because you have some stop time hard dependency on it. Okay, okay. So it's saying there is some any hard dependency on rack node 2 only. That's why it cannot stop that. Or we'll check. Okay, okay. Let me go here. Okay, service TL. We can force it, but first of all, let me check the status of our services here. Sorry. Okay, so everything is online here. Let me check the same on rack node 1 because it's saying depends some dependency there. Okay, so quickly I will check here. If everything is fine here, then I will simply shut down the CRS services there. Okay, nothing else. Okay, okay, so everything is up here, no? Okay, so ready, CRS services is already up here. Okay, so what I can do that I can simply nothing to do here. We have to do everything here. Okay, so I will stop the CRS services here. Okay, we can also shut it down the VCTL stop SM. Let me try it from Recon or as a root. Okay, so if it will not stop, then we can also it's safe to stop the SM instance, but we can simply shut it down. We can simply stop the CRS services here, and we can shut down our OS. Okay, safely. It's safe. Okay, so let me perform the activity first. Service detail stop ASM mode mode 2. Okay, still it's saying fail to stop resource or ASM group. Start relocate type because your SMS time hard dependency. Okay, it's unable to relocate basically. It means there is something we have to consider it. Two cannot be stopped because it's currently being used by cluster ready services. Okay, so in that case, what we can do that? how we can simply pass it. We can let me. This is my UAT environment. If you are doing all this in your production, so you have to take care of everything, every simple thing, like it's saying, okay. So if you don't know about this, why it's saying, how you can relocate this, okay, you can simply first research on that and then after move further, okay. But here in my case, I will just simply stop this. Okay, let me check whether that will affect our database or not. I am good. It should not affect our main database. Okay, because if you when we force that maybe some our database will be not affect. Okay, I am very sure. So let me CRSTTL stop CRS here. Okay, so it's success here. Okay, it will automatically perform all dependency and transfer to rack node 1. Okay. Okay, so just we have run this command now. Okay, let me check here. Is everything is working fine or not? Okay, so everything is working fine. It's taken some time because that is currently it's in switchover state, so that is taking time, but our database is working perfectly fine. Okay, it's still in this stage. Okay, to wait to shut it down properly first. Meanwhile, we will check is there is any impact. Yes, there might be some performance-based impact, like that is performing the activity, so it's taking your CPU time, your memory. Okay, so maybe some delay can be caused. Overall, it will not affect to your application. In your application side, might be some slowness can be faced based on your resources. Okay, like here, you can see that right now your CPU utilization is very low, but first it was up. Okay, so at this time when I will run, okay, so what is saying? Okay, wait, it's performing some background activity, so don't force this time your system to do anything else. Okay, multiple things is already okay. Maybe it's performing some important background activity. Here, let me check continuously. Let me try to check whether there is impact on our application user or not. No, no impact, no impact. Still, we don't have any impact. Okay, that is the real beauty of RAC cluster, of Oracle RAC cluster database. Okay, fine. What is saying Ora CRF on that node to fail or not to succeed? Okay, Oracle, it's completely fine. It's saying Oracle average usage has been stopped. Okay, with some stop of Oracle on that node to fail. Okay, does not mean we are good to go. Okay, so let me try to check whether everything is working fine or not. Our main agenda is our application user should not be affected in this whole operation. Okay, in the same manner, you can, if you are performing any upgrade on OS or any packages, you can perform in the same rolling manner. Okay, So here I will shift to shut down the my RAC node 2. Okay, we will also check once we will make it shut down is there is any effect on our database. Okay, let me check here. No impact, no impact, zero impact. Okay, so here this is the real beauty of RAC. So why most of the enterprise are using RAC? This is the reason. If you are not using RAC, then you have to take a downtime to perform all these simple small activities. Okay, but this is not the case with RAC. Okay, let me go into setting of RAC node 2 in storage. Click on place icon here, hard disk. Here, new virtual disk, share data disk 4, VHD is here, choose that. We start that, start our VM. Okay, so these all operation will be performed by your system administrator once storage will be visible to you. You don't have to interfere with these operations. Okay, but here I guess you have good idea about what is hot plugging, what is cold plugging. In our environment, only cold plugging of storage devices is supported. That's why we have done the rolling from the rolling operations to add the storage itself. Okay, but in your case, you might not require to perform all these steps. You have to only configure, you have to check and reconfigure the udev rules there. Okay, let me here rec node 1 is here. Let me where is rec node? Okay, let me try to log in on this rec node 2. Okay, so we don't have to think any about thing. If our system is up, then our all services will automatically come up on rec node 2. Okay, automatically. It can take time, but all things will come up. Okay. Also, we don't have to manually start the database instances. Okay, but you have to give the time. Okay, let me here check it's working fine. Yes, our everything is working fine. Okay, okay. So what I will do here? Yes, I have to log in as root because I have to update the udev rules here. Okay, just check me the dfnh output here. Okay, fine. LSBLK output here. New device SDF come here. Okay, so let me update my udev rule here. For that purpose, we require to create the partition of this, and also we have to update our udev rules. Okay, sorry where I am. Okay, so here you can simply replace that ESTF. There is my drive name is HDF here. If you got the multi-path device, then step will be changed. Okay, you have to do accordingly that. If you have multi-path, then step will be changed. I am again telling you step will be changed. Okay, for HDF, yes. Okay, udev ADM settle. Okay, so just I have created a partition. Let me check with LSBLK. Yes, HDF1 is here. Now what I will do, I will where it is. Yes, I will check this ID of this. Okay, you can if a multiple thing is configured, then you have to check the M path. Okay, for that purpose, I will also show how you can do that. Let me copy this in my notepad. Okay, so just here I copied it. Okay, just to VI to etc. Installation Diskgroup rules. Okay, so just insert here, copy that. Okay, okay. Go here, copy and paste this line. Okay, so our kernel will search for HD. Yes, that is correct. Subsystem does block. Program is already due. Real parent. Okay, only here our this page ID will be changed. Okay, CR2 no. Some disk. Just done. Okay. First we will change this. Changes what I somehow I stick here. Okay. So just Control C, Control V, back, go here. Last now told me don't change anything. Just to make it that is for data actually. Let me write here data. Okay, asmcmd group is using the most users here. asmcmd. Okay, it's completely fine for here. Let me do here APM. Just see the command you would have video. control reload roles. Okay, medium trigger. Let me check the panel question. Okay, okay. So what we have done is we have created the udev rule for mPath device. You can just do this like in this manner. You can just for mPath device. If you have to do that, then you have to create the udev rule in this manner. Okay, for bare metal hardware, if your mPath is enabled in your environment. Okay. Okay, so here we are here. So just we have done that. Now what we'll do, let me here. One more thing I want to check. Actually, I forget just. Okay, nothing to worry. Let we will move further. Okay, all steps completed on track node 2. Let me copy this. To sorry, track node 1. Okay, now just we need to do the two things. Just go here. Okay, LSB pancake. Okay, STG change here. Okay, sorry. We need to create the first of all partition. Okay, where the command is. Okay, now it's STG. Okay, and basically this ID will SKG ID will be same. We will also check that to verify is same or not. Okay. ATM shuttle. This command is very important. Okay. udev shuttle. Okay. One more thing. Yes, we need to check the ID is same or not. This is for verification purpose. Okay. It should be same. Okay. It will be just check this. Paste it into your notepad. Okay. It's showing different. Okay, let me check whether we are seeing the correct disk or not. 20 GB. Yes, our disk is also 20 GB. But how it's showing the different? E8883E. Okay, why this should be happen? You why this had happen? Okay, let me check the BLK output. Okay, here this disk is STG. Okay, but in rack mode 2, this disk is STF 20 GB here. It's okay. Don't worry. Here we will configure the udev rule according to this. Okay. Okay, it means we have to change the our udev rule file because we have copied the same thing. Okay, etc udev 99. Okay, why we need to modify this? Because just here I observed that our disk is different, not like allocated in same manner. So it's changed our SCSI ID also. Okay, this might be happen with in LUN environment. It should not change. Okay, sorry. What I have copied? Copy from here in our notepad. Just we have copied that. Okay, it's actually same. Mhm. And different. Okay, so don't worry about that. We will write the rule, modify our rule here. It will not affect to our rack. Okay, because that's why purpose we are writing the udev rule. Udev rules or will take care of everything. But we have to modify that. Earlier I have just copied that udev rule, but it will not work. If we write this manner, it will not work. Okay, we have to give the correct respective. Okay, first, second, third, fourth. Okay, everything is fine, I think. I don't have to do, I have nothing to do with these names because I am using the single. Okay, but in your case, this name should be also important because if you assign the different, you have created the different disk group, then you have to give the name accordingly. Okay, but in my case, so it will not affect because I am using the only single disk group for storing every type of data. Like for data disk, I am using also the same. For OCR also, I am using only one. Okay, that's why it will not affect for me. Okay, I can give any name, but in your case, it's always best to give the name as per your business requirement or meaningful name at least. Okay, so it did not give any error. Okay, so just I will log in with the grid user. Let me run SMCA. Okay, sorry, display not set. So display okay. Okay. Why it's saying okay? It means I have logged in with different user. That's why it's saying I have to must log in with the same user. Okay, just control R. Login is create here. Okay, so just here run smc. Okay, so here our device here. So always remember that errors are our friend. Okay. So if you are engineer and afraid from errors, then you are not a good engineer. Okay, so why I'm saying we here only we have single disk group, that is data disk group. Our all file is here. So if for production environment, it's not recommended setting. Okay, I am again repeating. Don't simply just copy paste all the things. You have to think from your mm, business requirement. Okay. As per your business requirement, you have to give the data this group names also, and you have to select the redundancy level. Okay, but I have single data. I am showing how you can just increase the database size. Okay, so I am using the single this group. That name is data this group. Okay, let me try to right click here, click on add disk here. Okay, what is saying? Show all. Show members. Okay, all three are showing, but not the fourth one is why it's not showing. Because previously it should come here only. Okay, there are no selected tasks. Okay, it means it's not detecting our new written udev rules. So what we can say that what we can do in this case. So in this case, okay, let I have to troubleshoot that. That is the actually it's happening due to mismatch of our that UUID. Ideally, UUID should be same, but let me check why that is happening, why that is not the same. So either are the part and our friends in real time. This is the real time learning. Okay, so you have to wait for that. Then that is not something I have planned and I am doing everything in planned manner. Okay. Okay, here let me try to troubleshoot that. For that purpose, first check the LSBLK output. Okay, here name is we can clearly see that that is the same 20G, but here it's showing different and there it's showing different UUID. But ideally that should not be the case. So let me go into VMware here, go into the settings section, storage section. Let me check whether we have connected the shared right disk or not. New virtual disk shared data disk 4 VHD. That is correct for Ragnar 1. Let me check the same for both. For Ragnar 2. Sorry, cancel that, minimize that. Go into setting. Again go into storage. New virtual disk shared disk. Data disk 4.bsd is here. 20 GB shared BSD not here. Okay, Dragonite 1 share 20 GB BSD also multi size storage. Okay, so look like everything is fine from here. Okay, why that? I just signed the different name. Okay, one more thing I can do here on right note to let me once more check the udev rules. So guys, I found out that what mistake I am making. Actually, concept was true. Uh, okay, so it should be so the same. Okay, so here what mistake I was making earlier, that is the SDG here. That 20G is disk is SDG. Okay, so when I'm checking this SDG, that has that SCSI ID is this. That is also SCSI ID of this here SDF. Okay, so here let me if I will show you. So here actually I mistakenly doing here okay, here we have to check for SDF. Okay, so just I will copy here, copy it here, and here I have checking. Yes, both are the same. Both should be same actually. So it was bit confusing for me also how that should change. It should be same. Okay, otherwise how system will discover that. Okay, so for that purpose, what I will do, I will just SCP again, SCP the uh, yes that file from that node to here. Okay, etc dev. Let me just cd etc dev 99 etc udev. Okay, okay, here pwd. Now just SCP the same that node 2, or we can simply read that. Making the every configuration should be same on both node. Okay, for that purpose we always good practice to SCP that, but otherwise you have to make sure that everything is same. Okay, by matching that. Sorry guys, making too much mistake. How? Okay, mistakes are the part, and we engineer are we engineer better know how we can deal with. Okay, so just use the password here. Okay, ls here. Okay, right here. So same. Yes, ending with 0. Let me check here. Also in notepad ending with 0. Yes, it's ending with 0196. Okay, let me check here. 196. 196. Yeah, 196.0. Okay. So we trigger the util HTML. Okay. Okay. Go here. Okay, this here. Okay. Three names are here. Okay, data is right now here, and two disks are mapped from OCR2, one disk from OCR1, and one disk right now just we added with data name. Okay, so it's fine. Right now we are good to go. Okay, where? Yes, search it. Okay, run SMC again. Okay, go here in this group section. Click on add disk section. Right now here 20 GB of candidate disk is here. Okay, so during that we need to check that our UUID should be same. If you are reading empath, whether empath disk, whether virtual disk, any type of disk, that ID should be same. Okay, so you have to always make sure that in any case that will not change. Actually, I also got confused for a while because I did not match the names correctly. Okay, because name was changed there. One place the name is STG1 and one place name is different. Okay, but there is not any with anything we have to do with these names because we are doing ST asterisk in our mm, udev. So it will discover all the path, okay, that belong from ASM disk group, okay, ASM disk with SD. It will discover the SD asterisk path, okay. Here you can see that this discovery path is set to dev SD asterisk, okay. Click on OK. It will add the disk here, okay. And after that, we will also verify that. So this is very, I don't say it's a too critical or too complex activity, but it's a, yes, it's a difficult activity. Somehow it's a bit difficult because we have to take care of multiple things. Okay. After this, we will check the our disk group size also. It is adding the disk. Okay. So for that, you can use that queries also here. Queries are mentioned, already mentioned here. Okay, adding the disk till that time. Okay, just I will go here. Okay, share. Just switch to Oracle users. Okay, SQL. Okay, I will check current. Sorry. Okay, now it's 76.784 GB. Okay, and free is 23 GB. Okay, earlier it was around 52 something, 50 something GB approximate. Okay, now we have successfully increased our data disk group size. Okay, so here, so we have successfully increased the this data disk group size. Okay, here let me go here. It's still adding the disk and performing the post activity here. Okay, earlier I have showed you, as I already showed you, this size was around 54 GB. Okay, so we are adding this 20 GB extra there. So here you can see that size is around right now 76 GB. Okay, so that's fine for today's session. Okay, I hope you have learned something new. Okay, so here it's showing total free MBs. Okay, so we don't have to go further. Now we have the three spaces of 23 GB. Earlier it was around uh, 3 to 4 GB. Last time when I see, just these are not the exact figure, just we are successfully able to increase our database. Okay, so here it will take time because it's also performing the backend disk rebalancing. Okay, here you can see that here disk utilization is increased. Okay, it's around 70 to 83%. Okay, why it is happening? Because due to rebalancing, as I earlier told you, this can impact your performance. Okay, so it's always better to schedule a maintenance window period for that. Okay, okay, fine. Thanks for watching this video.